Today's lesson, we are going to be looking at comparing ratios. And so we are going to compare ratios by using input-output tables to help us solve problems. And so our very first problem is a solve and share on page 445. And it says Scott is making a snack mix using almonds and raisins. For every 2 cups of almonds in the snack mix, there are 3 cups of raisins. So there's my first ratio. So if I have 2 cups of almonds, I have 3 cups of raisins. And then Ariel is making my snack mix that has 3 cups of almonds for every 5 cups of sunflower seeds. So her ratio is 3 cups of almonds for every 5 cups of sunflower seeds. If Scott and Ariel each use 6 cups of almonds to make a batch of snack mix, who would make a larger batch? And so we're going to have to compare the ratios and see who's going to make a larger batch. And right now, 2 to 3 and 3 to 5, we can look at and say, well, maybe I think it's going to be this one. But really, to see the comparison, you need to create that equivalent ratio where both the almonds are going to be 6 to C. And so I'm going to use an input-output table to help me with that. And so for almonds, for Scott's snack mix, if he's got 2 almonds, then he's got 3 cups of raisins. If he's got 4 cups of almonds, he's got 6 cups of raisins. If he has 6 cups of raisins, then he has 9 cups of almonds. So his ratio, when he has 6 cups of almonds, let me just write this over here, 6 cups of almonds, he has 9 cups of raisins. Okay, let's go and take a look at Ariel's. So if she's got 3 cups of almonds, she's got 5 cups of sunflower seeds. And then when she's got 6 cups of almonds, she's got 10 cups of sunflower seeds. So her ratio is going to be 6 to 10. And so what we're going to look at is who is going to make a larger batch of snack mix. And so we can look at these ratios and go, oh, well, she made 6 to 10. 10 is bigger than 9, so it's a bigger ratio. But to do this, what we need to do is we are going to add these two together to get the totals. So when I add 6 and 9 together, I end up with 15 cups. And then when I add 6 and 10 together, I get 16 cups. So Ariel makes the larger snack mix because she has 1 more cup of mix. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our next problem. So our next problem says Scott and Ariel want to make as much snack mix as possible, but no more than 25 cups of mix. They can only use full cups of ingredients. Who can make more mix without going over? So we need to look at how many cups of mix they can make. And so this is where going back to that table is going to be helpful. So let me just change my color. I'm feeling purple today. And so when I take a look at this, for Scott's, we had a ratio of 2 to 3. So we had 2 to 3, 4 to 6, and then we stopped at 6 to 9. But we want to continue this ratio out because we're looking to see if we can get to 25 cups of snack mix. So right here, we know that we have 15 cups of snack mix. We're trying to get to 25. So if I have 9 cups of snack mix or 9 cups of almonds, 8 cups of almonds, that's going to give me 12 cups of there's 20. If I do 10 cups, that's going to get me to 15. And if I add 10 and 15, so if I look here at 10 and 15, I've got 25 cups. So he can make 25 cups, but we want to see that if Ariel can make 25 cups as well. So when we take a look at hers, so I'm going to do hers in a different color. When we take a look at hers, her snack mix that we have is we had a ratio of 3 to 5. So I had a ratio of 3 to 5 for my first one. And then so we had 3, 6, 9, 12. And then I'm going to stop there and see if I need to keep going. So then it became 10, 15, and then 12 would be 20. And so we need to see if we can make 25. So here was 16. We add 9 and 15 together, we get 24. So that's really close to 25. And then 12 plus 20 would be 32. So she can only make 24 cups of snack mix. So Scott is able to make 25 exactly. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and head to the next page and look at your visual learning. So we're looking at that essential question of how you can compare ratios to solve problems. And it says Dustin had 3 hits for every 8 at-bats. Adrian had 4 hits for every 10 at-bats. Who has the better at-hit ratio? So let me pull up my pen, change my color. Okay. So when we look at this one, we are going to make a ratio table to compare. So if he's got, we'll just do an easy one and we'll just double. So if he's got 6 hits, then he has 16 at bats. If he has 9 hits, he's going to have 24 at bats. If he's got 12 hits, he's going to have 32 at bats. And then if he's got 15 hits, he's going to have 40 at bats. Okay, so we're looking for where these two are going to show the same ratio. So right now I have 6 to 16, 9 to 24, 12 to 32, 15 to 40. I may have to go and extend this table until I find the number at bats that's going to be the same. So I'm having to find the ratio that's going to be the same so I can do that comparison. So when we take a look at Adrian, we have 8 hits. And if we have 8 hits, then we're looking at 20 at-bats. If we have, me add 4 more. So if I have 12 at-hits, I'm looking 30 at-bats. And then if I have 16 hits, I'm looking at 40 at-bats. So Adrian's ratio, so let me just change colors. Adrian's ratio is going to be 16 to 40. So if I look at 16 to 40 as their ratio, we can now compare to see who has a better batting average. And so if Dustin's only getting 15 hits for every 40 at-bats and Adrian's getting 16 hits for every 40 at-bats, Adrian has the better hits to bats ratio. All right, so let's go ahead and head down to the convince me. It said Marlon had 6 hits in 15 at-bats. How does Marlon's hits to at-bats ratio compare to Adrian's? So we need to build our table and then take a look at it and see where we're going to end up. So his at-bats are going to be 6 to 15. So if he has 12 at-bats, he's going to have 30 at-bats. If he has 18 at-bats, he's going to have 45 at-bats. So again, I'm looking for the ratios that are going to be the same. So 12 and 30 are the same here. 12 and 30 are the same here. So when I compare the ratios, if they both are at 30 at-bats, they have 12 hits. So the ratios are equal. They both have 12 hits for 30 at-bats. Okay. All right, so let's move into your guided practice. And so if we take a look at your guided practice, it says in the example on the previous page, how many hits would Adrian have in 50 at-bats? So we're going to go ahead and build our 50 at-bats. So we had for 40 hits, he had 16 hits for 40 at-bats. So I just need to go to 50 at-bats and see where he would be. And so he would be at 20. So he would have 20 hits for his 50 at-bats. Okay. In the first week, 2 of the 3 campers were boys. In the second week, 3 of the 5 campers were boys. There were 15 total campers each week. In which week were there more boy campers? Explain how you know. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and make a table. And so when I make my table, I'm going to do my table for the two different ratios. So the first ratio I'm going to do is for 2 to 3. That's interesting. So let me bring this back. So I have 2 to 3. And when I keep doing this, so 2 to 3, if I have 4, I'm going to have 6. If I have 6, I'm going to have 9. If I have 8, I'm going to have 12. If I have 10, I'm going to have 15. Okay. So I'm going to stop there because there were 15 total campers. I'm going to see, do I have one that makes 15 in my table? So 2 plus 3, this is going to equal 5 total campers. This equals 10 total campers. This equals 15 total campers. So right here, this is the ratio I'm going to be looking at and doing my comparison with because I have 15 total campers. And so this was boys to total campers. So boys to total, I end up with 15. Okay. And then the next one that we're going to do is we're going to do 3 to 5. And so when we look at 3 to 5, I'm going to set this one over here. This a little bigger. So I have 3 to 5. So that first week I'm going to have 6 to 10. And then the next week I'm going to have 9 to 15. And then, we're not going to use this one. Ooh, come back. We need to have 15 total campers. I was thinking boys to girls. This is not the one we're going to use. This is the one that we're going to use. So ignore that piece. Okay, so here I have 10 to 15. Here I have 9 to 15. So here I have 9 boys to 15 campers. Here I have 10 boys to 15 campers. And so when I take a look at this one, the question asks me, in which week were there more boy campers? Explain how you know. And it's going to be there's more boy campers the first week because we had a ratio of 10 boy campers that first week when we had 10 to 15. So 10 boys to 15 total. Whereas our ratio the second week was 9 boys to 15 total. Look at number 3. It says to make plaster, Kevin mixes 3 cups of water with 4 pounds of plaster powder. Complete the ratio table. How much water will he mix with 20 pounds of powder? So for 3 cups of water, so if I have, it's going to be 6, 9 to 12, and then it's going to be 12 to 16 is going to be my ratio, and then 12, I'm going to do 15 because I'm adding 3 each time to 20. So he's going to use 15 cups of water. And then number 4 says Jenny makes plaster using a ratio of 4 cups of water to 5 pounds. So if she's got 4 cups of water, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill out my cups of water. So I have 4, 8, 12, and then 16. And then if I have 8 cups of water, that's going to be 10 pounds. 12 cups of water, that's going to be 15 pounds. And then 16 cups of water, it's going to be 20 pounds of plaster. So who uses more water? So again, I'm comparing when they're the same. They're the same at 20 pounds of powder. And Jenny is going to use more water because she uses 1 more cup. Okay. For independent practice and math practice and problem solving, you are going to be doing the whole shebang. So you're going to be doing 5 through 12